So, sharing my screen, so bear with me for just a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to hopefully hear from you guys some of the connections that you guys were able to make when you did that assignment on Joseph Stalin last week. And connections would be even cooler than just things that you learned about him. Okay, so let's see, English 9. Are you guys seeing my screen right now?
It hasn't loaded for me, but it says that you're sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, same. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, excellent. All right, so we'll come back to that in a minute. It takes, whenever I'm sharing my screen, it takes a while to load right here. I apologize for that. But go ahead and go into the content library if you haven't already done so. And if you scroll down to today, you'll see a picture that I felt like posting that fits the chapter that we're reading. The guy's really enjoying a pig in boxer shorts enjoying a cream soda. So, which is not quite true to the book. Stalin connect. So, okay, can you see this article? This is the Russian. You guys, a little bit I'll ask you guys some questions. We don't care about Tsar Nicholas II anymore. He's old news. He was in charge. He's written by Mr. Jones. Sorry, guys, just along with
Am I the only one?
Frozen.
Oh, back?
Oh, you guys not hearing me? Okay, it's all
There
frozen.
it is.
You froze for minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Why don't you guys read that communist Russia section instead of me trying to read out loud and worrying about it glitching? I'll just give you guys like 90 seconds to read it, okay? All right, can you guys hear me now, or am I still glitchy?
It's
Can
better.
hear you.
Okay, so Leon Trotsky and Joseph Stalin served under Lenin. Think of Lenin kind of as old major, and Trotsky and Joseph Stalin would represent Snowball and Napoleon. Stalin gains control, and Trotsky leaves the Soviet Union and goes into exile. Okay. Who in the book leaves the farm and goes into exile?
Snowball.
Snowball. Okay, so do you guys think that all the things that Snowball is being accused of doing, do you think those, what do you guys think of that, instead of me giving you clues to how I want you to answer? What do you guys think when they blame Snowball for all the problems?
I could see him being responsible for some stuff possibly, but I think that they're greatly exaggerating it, at least, you know?
Okay, yeah. So my personal take on it when I read it, and there's no evidence to support this 100%, but I think that when he leaves, he leaves. I don't think he comes back to the farm, but he could. I think that the pigs are making things up. They're using him as a scapegoat, someone to blame, someone to be afraid of, okay, blaming all the problems. Because then anything goes wrong, it's not Napoleon's fault. It's the sabotage of Snowball. That's kind of how I see it. But anyway, good. All right, Russia under Stalin. I'm going to just read that really quickly, and this is going to probably go up way further than I wanted it to go. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead and read. Technology. Hopefully I'm not the only teacher that has issues. Go ahead and read those last 3 sections. I'll give you guys about 2 minutes, okay? Okay, so Stalin had something that he called purges. Isn't there a movie or like a couple of movies called The Purge? This is a little different. This was him taking his secret police, his KGB, to actually kill people who disagreed with him. Okay, just like we see that happen with different animals. And yeah, so really the system that Marx created, that old Major talked about, is not really a reality. It's become a worse sort of system for the animals. And there's all kinds of different things that are really messed up about it. Okay. And good. I hope that helps you guys understand how the history really relates to it. Now I want to talk about Mr. Frederick. Someone tell me, someone who read chapter 8, tell me why Mr. Frederick is significant to the story in chapter 8. Don't be shy.
Well, he buys the lumber pile, and they find out that like the money wasn't real money, and then he attacks the farm.
Okay. Yeah. He writes a check, a bad check basically, which a check is supposed to be like a promise, like this money is in the bank. If you take it to the bank, you'll get that money into your account. That's how checks work. And you can write as many checks as you want and have no money, but you'll get in trouble if you do it. You don't want to do that sort of a deal. Okay. And that's exactly what he does. Okay. With Napoleon to buy this lumber or this wood, and then he attacks, just like Trace said. And so he represents someone in history who had actually signed a pact with Joseph Stalin in Russia, but then attacked Russia in 1941. Anyone have any guesses who that is in history? Someone who was really deceitful and would sign agreements and violate the agreements and try to take over their land. What's that, Trace?
Hitler.
Yeah, Adolf Hitler is represented. Okay, and so Pilkington from Foxwood Farm, he represents like North America, capitalism and stuff like that. So yeah, good. All right. So what I want to do is put you guys into some breakout rooms so that you can talk about your discussion questions that you came up with. Okay, and so. And what I'd like you guys to do is just have each person share a question, be appropriate, okay? And just one question per person, discuss it a little bit, and then we'll come back and people can share out if they want, okay? Hopefully we get a couple people to share some good questions, okay? So let me actually have someone repeat. What am I asking you to do when I put you into breakout rooms in a minute?
Like do the questions that we did in OneNote, basically.
Yeah,
Discuss
just
the people in your breakout room.
every member in each group, okay, shares one question, and then other people discuss and share their opinions on it, and then we'll come back and share some of those together, okay? So I'm going to